Introduce everybody. Well, God bless you. This is Brother Thom, and we're here at the Powerhouse Prospecting System Google Hangout for the team, the Powerhouse team. And this is Brother Thom. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and in my office here in Arkansas. And we've got several people on the Hangout tonight that are from all over the country. We got James Strickland, who's up in Connecticut, and we got John Rodia and Steven Squillace and Kirk Brazil, who are all in the Philly area, New Jersey area. And glad y'all can make it with us tonight. And we're going to let John Rodia pretty much take the ball and run with it tonight. He's going to teach us about colors. He's going to teach us about colors, and I think it has to do with personality traits because we're a phone approach type of marketing program, Powerhouse Prospecting System, and we do a lot of phone calls to networkers, and it very well may help me, for instance, know how to deal with certain type of personalities, and so that we can bring more people onto the team. So, John Rodia, the floor is yours.
Got it, baby. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? It's a beautiful Sunday night here in Pennsylvania. We're going to teach you a little bit how to, actually, when we're making these calls, there's certain types of people when you're talking to them. You got to learn how to interact with these people. Because if you don't, you got to learn the personality types. There's four colored personality types. There's red, which represents a fire guy like Donald Trump, and also like Brother Thom. They make the money, baby. They make the money. You get a red on the phone, show him the way, and he'll run with the ball and score a touchdown every time, and make big money. You got the green personalities. They're the one that like to overanalyze. They analyze every little thing that you do. They watch the applications. They want to see how big your screen is. They want to look at the words you're using. The word phrasing's big with that. They want to look at your paychecks. The reds also like to look at your paychecks. They want to see how much money you're going to make. And then you got the yellow personalities like Brother Steve that's on the call, and a lot of us have. We have a yellow, which is nurturing. They want to hear about friends and family. They love to help people. They like to go, like when you answer them, you want to talk to them about friends and family. Like Brother Steve, for instance, we're going to help him to retire, pay for the house, and send the kids to college. And that's like, yellow is nurturing. And then we got a blue personality, like crazy like me. Their minds are always spinning and spinning and spinning. It never stops. Never stops. I'm very scattered, but yet they can build big downlines along with the yellows and the reds. And then you got what you call a perfect blend sometimes. You got some personality types that they actually have all the personalities in one. It's a perfect blend. My partner Rob Irwin, for example, and Team Elite, my other company, which is I'm a regional vice president of the largest public adjustment company in the country, just so happened I was lucky to have a perfect blend, like I'm sure a lot of us are on this call. Some of us are perfect blends. If you're not one personality and you're another, you can always practice and become another personality. Like if you're a blue like myself, I'm practicing now to become a green and get more organized. So I got my stuff everywhere. But the blue personalities, like they might have, like I have right now, I got like a basket over there full of my last summer shoes. I got to the right of me, to the right of me, I got like containers of stuff, a case of water that my friend Greg just carried in. I put it on that chair over there. Like everything's all over the place. But when I become a green, everything will be put in place. So, and like I said, Donald Trump and Brother Thom, They're the big guns, baby. They come in, and you gotta watch out. They teach you what to do. You learn. And if we were to try to sponsor Brother Thom, usually the Reds, they want to see the money. They show me the money. You show the Reds the money, like our company right here, we can cycle like Brother Thom. I caught it because a blue personality, as he was teaching, telling me, like I would like to hear like what kind of contests would be run. Like I was thinking about running a contest earlier for like the people on our call, for our calls like that we have every day in our Google Hangouts. We might like have a contest on who's got the most, who recruited the most that week, who got on the most calls, and at the end of the week, you know, we might have a little contest run. The Blues like stuff like that. They like to show off. They like to show their plaque. Like I have a plaque. If I had it, I'd show it to you. They want to show off. They like to take trips. They like to see Disney. They like to wear bright colors. Now, right now, I'm not really wearing. I'm wearing earth tone colors, but usually I like the red, blue. I like yellow, bright colors. Yellow personality is the more calm person. It's the more, you know, they're more calm. They'll wear jeans. They'll wear sneakers. They'll wear sweatsuits, t-shirt. They're more, you know, more conservative. It's cool. And they build huge they build huge pipelines because they love helping people. You got to remember, they love helping people. They're very nurturing. Going back to the green personalities, we were taught a while ago with mentoring for free, and the green personality, one of the leaders in there, Tom Big Al ran. He had 100,000 plus downline. Actually, what happens is when one of the guys in our training, one of our coaches, he was a blue personality like myself. So what he did was he sponsored a green personality in his downline, and there it goes. He was actually like myself. I hired a lot of different personalities on teams, and they actually did the things for him and set up things in a certain way where it was all organized, which was cool. So if you're not a certain personality, sponsor a certain personality. That's what a team's all about. And a team is great to have, like I've been talking about for a long time. The reason why is it stands for together everybody accomplishes more. And I'm learning that more and more and more with, like I said, I'm lucky in my life. I ran into some big leaders, and Brother Thom's another big leader that came in, and he really is loving and caring and sharing, and Kirk and Steve and Brother Strickland and this whole, and Brother Ron, which is out there. He's like a blue. See, like Brother Ron right now is trying to build these, what I call is actually what you call is when you set up a system, he's got these front-end products, which I think is key, because some people, they might not, you know, you might want to show them a little something, which I call, what do I call that, Steve, is one of our team members was on the call. It's actually called, slipped my mind for a second. It's actually, well, first of all, you got the unique selling proposition, which today, let me go over that real quick and get back to that. The unique selling proposition. Our unique selling proposition is one of the hugest in the country. We're talking about Jesus Christ the Lord. You can't get no different than that. I'm telling you. This is a Christian group. We come together and we talk. Not only does Brother Thom teach, but we also do scriptures, and we teach along, and we do some Bible study in between. And you know what happens after that when you repent and you do Bible study and go to church and you dedicate yourself to the Lord Jesus Christ. You know what happens after that. It's thousands of years after this life is over. This is a trial and error here. Brother Steve taught me that. But going back to that, what I was thinking of was it's actually called mass marketing product. What you have is we have a certain product we're actually talking about right here, which is RCCV1. is a Rocket Cash cycler, which Brother Thom, see, me as a blue personality members, if we get five, if we actually get five, if we get five people to make 5,500, I think, or $5,300 a month, you can make $5,300 a week and cycle it over and over and over again. So it's huge, and you only have to bring in two, and then them two bring in two. You know, it's most companies you have to build downlines of like lots of people. Unfortunately, like in the health and wellness industry, we experience different companies where you have to bring in tons of people. Now I know what their dream is. Their dream is to bring in. Some people could bring in 3 people, and one of the people that they bring in could be a superstar, and they could bring in 100. And then they got them matching bonuses. I understand that part, but that's not in the perfect world, because out here you have to be actually branded and been online for a while. This is the Google world we're in, the millennial stage, and they got cities like, it's like back in the day we were once into we were in the industrial age, and now we're in the information age, and then we were actually into the we're into the entrepreneurial stage right now as well. So what's happening is we have these channels like we're on right now, which is Google Hangout. That's one of the channels that we use, just one. We have Facebook training. We could use Facebook. We can use Pinterest. I was just learning the other day. I remember one called YouTube Blaster. You can actually do a YouTube video. There's actually one that's very exciting. You can actually create YouTube videos. You can actually go to Google. You can actually create a Google. What's that called, Steve? A Google. You can actually create when you do these YouTube. When you create a YouTube channel, that's another thing. YouTube. What's the biggest channels in the world? YouTube, right? Facebook, Google Plus. Google Plus is stepping it up big right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Google, Twitter.
Google, Twitter, Skidoo. Got a ton of things. Pinterest.
Facebook. Sure.
Facebook training. A lot of different ways. And how I look at it is like before this computer age started, like we were into the industrial age, and then we would have to go out and work. And still, people are still working in these companies. But I had a friend, Greg, came over the other day. He was showing me stuff on Walmart, like for instance. Went online. I was actually able to get stuff cheaper online than if you actually went into the store, because you don't have the stuff online. What actually happens, what takes place is, and I'm just using Walmart for example, some of the refurbished stuff, but when you buy stuff online, there's a low overhead, and the whole excitement of this whole thing is what happens is it's a low cost startup, and you can make lots of money. Like I had a friend a while ago that owned a tanning salon. They put out $2,000 a month for 5 years and didn't make any profit until after 5 years. These startup costs for these companies online, they're ridiculously small. I mean, really. You could do the work right from your own home, right at your own fingertips, which makes it comfortable, where people don't have to move their cars and drive and go to other offices. You can actually you can create a hosting space through what is that called? AIOP. You can use that. That's a hosting server, and you can actually get paid for other people. What that is office space that you can use, where you can create domain names and all different types of stuff. I belong to net firms, AIOP. I got different domains, thousands of domains. I have subdomains. I point like I'll use. They say like they never to use the company name. We have Powerhouse right here, so you know this is Powerhouse, which is awesome. We got Chris Brown we brought in. He's got ProStar Life, ProStar Profits. What happens is you begin to brand yourself in today's world, and that's what you want to do. and you want to keep that with you forever. Like Brother Thom might want to keep that with him. That Powerhouse, carry it with him. I got 7-Star Lifestyle as one, and then I'm a Powerhouse. I'm with Team Elite and a few others. I'm what they called is what I was lucky in life is I was able to actually create teams to create teams to create teams without me even being there. And that should be your objective, because that's what you can do with the power of good quality people when you're bringing them in. If you bring good quality people in and you teach them hands-on, like Brother Thom's doing right now, and they learn, what happens is, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to teach their people, and then they're going to teach the people that they teach, and there you go. That's called the 3D pattern. Once that happens, you're going to see teams create teams to create teams, like I was lucky to do. Anything else, Steve? I got a little more to say in a little bit. Brother Steve, take over if you want. Anybody else on the call?
Yeah, I wanted to say a couple things. Brother Thom was asking about the personalities, and basically what it is the more you know about the personalities of people, the more you can speak to them and what they like. Because if you talk to a yellow personality about money, you might as well just hang it up, because they're really not. They're more interested in helping others, and most of the time they're pet lovers and things like that. And so that's basically what the color personalities. It's good to know that kind of stuff. Very advantageous to just about anybody in any type situation, sales or anything like that, network marketing, it all applies. And yeah, I think this is a really good idea about, what we were bringing up earlier about the tutorial type thing, because if people come on and they look and they get to see how this thing works, this whole operation, how the business works, I think that'll help a lot of people to make decisions. So I think that's a really good thing, and I think just as long as we keep promoting it and growing our team, everything will work out good for us. And I'm thankful for our ministry too that we have here, with Brother Thom and Brother Strickland and John and Kirk. Yeah, it's a real good thing. We got to spread the word and hear the good news on on a regular basis. It's good to not just hear it in one place, but more than one place, as many places as we can. So we're helping out the world in that aspect as well. But that's pretty much it for me, gentlemen. So whoever else wants to take the mic, I hand it over to you. And God bless you all.
Amen. Well, thank you. James, did you want to say anything about the colors?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the colors to say anything.
That's why we're here, baby. We'll teach you, and you'll teach your people, and there you go, and they'll teach their people.
Well, what do you?
What happens after that? Teams create teams to create teams, baby.
So what do you think James Strickland is then, knowing what you know about the colors, red, green, yellow, or blue, or is he the perfect blend?
Well, my wife studied this, and she said I'm a green.
You're very organized, Mr. Strickland. Is your truck organized right now? When you're sitting there, you got your pen in a certain spot. You got your stuff on the dashboard. You got everything right.
I gotta have everything in place.
There you go.
That's definitely a green, Brother James.
There you go, baby. We got an organized guy on the line right here, baby. I know I need that. I need that like yesterday.
I'm a little bit out of balance, so she says, because I do too much research before I do anything.
See what I'm saying? They call that over-analytical, but that's okay, though. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay,
yeah, you could be a little over-analytical, but that's all right.
Yeah, but we got a good mentor for you, James. It's in Brother Thom. He's the guy that pushes us out of the nest, so you don't have to worry.
Well, yeah, being a green then, an analytical, detailed person, then give us kind of a real quick overview of how then did you come to join the Powerhouse prospecting system or Powerhouse team? What attracted you, or being an analytical, detailed person? Because I'm not much of of a detail person, as you can tell. Let's make the money.
That's all right, Brother Thom.
Turn them and burn them, right, Brother Thom? Turn them and burn them.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what attracted me was you knew how to make the money. You were successful, and you knew how to make money. And I figured if I can take your talents and mix them with mine, then I know how to make money my way.
There you go.
And you know, I do have to be organized, and I feel like it's like a state of confusion to me. And like, by the time I know you can multitask. You do several things at one time. I can't do that. I have to focus on one thing. I tried to make some calls last week while I was driving, and I can't do that. When I make calls, I'm going to have to stop because I find myself not paying attention to the traffic around me when I try to call and drive at the same time.
Okay. Speaking of multitasking, did you see that call that came in on our Google Hangout? Did y'all see that?
No.
You didn't see that. Well, maybe it didn't show up. I hope it didn't show up on the screen. Some person tried to call me on Skype, and you didn't see that, huh?
No, what did it say?
Well,
I saw it.
It was a scantily clad. Did you see it? It was a scantily clad woman named Elizabeth, and I declined it twice.
Wow.
No, I didn't see that.
Whoa.
I saw a guy with dreadlocks come on the screen, with long hair and dreadlocks.
Fault, baby.
That might have been Kirk. that might have been Kirk. Kirk, was that you? Maybe Kirk was trying, because Kirk has dreadlocks.
Well, how did you see that? I don't see. Anyway.
Might have been Sammy Woolfolk, Stevie Boy, with Rob.
That might have been.
Kirk's Reds. I saw his picture today. Yeah, I saw that. But you saw something like that just now, James? Just right now?
Yeah, earlier my Wi-Fi went dead, and so I lost my internet signal, and I had to plug it in. Picture came on at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I still don't see Kirk's picture at all. I just see a silhouette. So
that's all I see.
Anyway.
I see a silhouette.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to wrap it up tonight. Then it's been a good learning lesson for me. I found out I was like Donald Trump. I wish I had his hair. I don't know if I got it right, but I don't know if we really want to have Donald Trump's hair though. He's got that, But anyway,
I'd rather have his money.
Yeah. It's been a go-getter.
Give us some of them red features now. We know you make the big money. Tell them about. I'm going to edify Brother Thom right now. Tell them what happens in this company, Brother Thom, when you bring in people.
Well, you get in and get your two as quickly as humanly possible, and like I did, I think I got my first two in my first 5 hours because I had been working the Powerhouse prospecting system for about 6 months before RCC came along, and I had kind of a head start on most people. But what that means is that I had been developing relationships with networkers for 6 whole months. People that I met, never met before, I met, and I filled my pipeline, and I was building relationships with these people. And by the time RCC came our way, I knew all I had to have was 2, and then you help your 2 get their 2. Well, it was a breeze because I already knew a bunch of networkers, and most of them were frustrated, disgruntled networkers. And all I did is I called them up and I said, "Hey, we found it. You won't believe it. We're going to make so much money in this program called the Rocket Cash Cycler." And if they ask me what is it, I'd say, "Well, you got to watch this video. That's all I know. You just got to watch this video. When can you watch the video?" And then, they said, "Well, I'll watch it right away." And then I'd call them back in about 20 minutes. And I didn't sell or explain or convince anything. I just said, hang on a minute. And I called my sponsor and got them on the line, and I introduced, edified, and hushed up and let my sponsor sponsor the people. And boy, they just jumped in. They got in quick as cats. And I think I put like, I put 17 people in my first 5 days. And within 9 days of getting in, I had my money back plus a $300 profit. And then 3 days later, I had $2 more thousand profit. And I was able to quit my truck driving job right then because I knew I had another $3,000 coming any day after that. And as it worked out, it came, $3,000 came 10 days later. So within the first 22 days, I had $5,300 profit, like John said. And, you know, that's basically how it started, and that's what you can do too. With this type of program, you can make $5,000 plus in 30 days or less with just a one-time $315 purchase. I had someone a while ago telling me, oh, that's that $150 program. I said, no, it's a $315. He said, well, that's 3 times as much as I can afford. I can't afford that. I'm going, okay, that's fine. He's not a forward thinker as far as I can tell, because I'm talking about a one-time $315 purchase, no monthlies, no extras, no gotchas, and you should be able to make $5,000 plus in 30 days less. You get your money back, I mean, quickly if you do it right, and I mean, it starts paying off. So that's what attracted me to RCC. It was the money, and so yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking with it.
There you go, baby. Look at this screen too right here.
Yeah, we got places to go with this money. We got things to do with it, and I do believe the Lord is gathering His people to gather wealth for kingdom building purposes. I'm a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and that's my that's what motivates me is knowing that I can I like to give. I'm a giver. It bothers me when I don't have money to give. Like you know, it's just I want to be able to do even more. So that's why we're gathering more people, help them make. Now, John mentioned something too. You help 5 people make $5,000 a month, and you should be able to make $5,000 a week with this program. Just help 5 people make $5,000 a month. You'll be making $5,000 a week with it. That's significant dollars. You can do how much? Let me just figure that out. $5,000 a week. 5,000 times. I hadn't even looked at it. 5,000 times 52 weeks in a year. That's 260. That's over $250,000 a year. You can do some operation. You can operate with that. I can anyway. $250,000, and then we'll be driving something like this. You know, a Prevo coach. You know, just going up down the road. My wife and me doing ministry and doing business wherever we want to go. And you know, I was a truck driver. I like having a diesel pusher. I like being able to be on the road. I like to be able to be mobile. James, who's gone right now, he understands that I can multitask. Well, I'm one of these type people that can drive up and down the road and speak on the phone and chew gum all at the same time. You know, some people can't, and that's fine. But if you can't, just pull over and make phone calls, because this is worth making a phone call to people. It's like this. Someone said, if you had your banker call you up and say, look, we've got a new account down here at the bank. If you'll bring $315 down here and put it in this special account and bring 2 of your friends who do the same thing, you should have $5,000 plus in 30 days or less. Would you take that deal? Well, who wouldn't?
Sure.
So that's what we got here. That's what we got here. All right. Well, you asked. That's the story.
Perfect.
Yeah. Glad to have y'all on the call tonight. We'll get back together next week. We'll do some board tutorial type of things, teaching how these 2x3 into a 2x2 hybrid matrix boards work. And being in it for 15 months, I know pretty well how they work by now. It's just a computer program. That's all it is. And if you know how they work, you can take advantage of them. You can take advantage of the situation. When we got in at first, we had no clue how they worked. So we made a bunch of mistakes. You don't want to make the same mistakes that I made and most people that I know made when we first got in Rocket Cash Cycler. But this business is almost 2 years old now, and so we figured it out, and that's why the Powerhouse prospecting system and the Powerhouse Team game plan is going to be the most profitable of. This is the fastest growing group in RCC, and you got to come get with us because you'll make a lot of money with us, and that's our intention. So if that's a red personality, I don't know. I guess I'm interested in helping others make the money, like a yellow nurturing type.
There you go. You got that.
I'm interested in helping people make money. If that's a yellow nurturing type, that's me too.
Might be a perfect blend, Brother Tom.
I don't know.
Might be a perfect blend. You could be. Perfect blend.
Well, I like to be in order too. You see my place. Everything's in its place. If my wife doesn't put a spoon back where that spoon's supposed to go,
there you go.
I mean, it bothers me.
So there you go. You might be a perfect blend. You love to help people. You like to make the money. You also, let's see, you like to roll when you're rolling in that truck, and I see them. You had some nice ties on in that truck last week, man. You were rocking, man, talking about the Lord Jesus Christ. I was like, wow. Like one of our downline, Chris Brown said, you wowed me. When you go, that's another thing what you got to do. Learn how, when people like customer experience, when you wow somebody, you actually get a wow out of them. That's a big thing.
Chris Brown said that about one of my videos?
Well, no, what I'm saying is when you wow somebody, you tell somebody a story while you get a wow out of them, like, whoa. So you call it, you wow them. You give them a good story. But when I seen you in that truck every day and I seen them videos, I go, wow. And I tell Steve about it, I'm like, damn, he's awesome. I'm so happy to be behind the team, man. This is a strong team. You need to come in yesterday. Believe me when I tell you, I've been around. You need to come into this team.
Amen. Well, we got new people coming on board on a regular basis, and we want to help them make the money. So that's what we're here to do, is help. So come in, but just make sure you can get your two. Don't want you to spend your money unless you actually can bring your two. But if you can't, do that, well, there's really no need to join the team. But that's one of the things that we teach people. If they're willing to learn and trainable, we'll teach you how to get to. If you don't have to, that's fine. We'll teach you how to find to. Because, like I said, when I got in RCC, I had a 6-month head start on most people because I had been working this Powerhouse prospecting system for a whole 6 months. So I had a file that was thick of networkers that I had met, frustrated, disgruntled networkers with their names, telephone numbers, email addresses, and I was able to call them because they already knew me somewhat, or at least I had met them. So it was easy to call them up with something like this. This is a moneymaker, and it's easy to do, easy to get someone's attention. It's got the sizzle. This has got the sizzle like nothing I've ever seen. Someone said, "Don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. Sell the smell of that steak when it's sizzling on the grill. That's what sells." So, all right. Well, we're gonna go unless Steven, you got something to add? Wrap us up.
Well, Brother Tom, I just wanted to say it was a good evening tonight on the Google Hangout once again. Always informational, educational, and spiritual. And those are 3 good combinations to start with. And I'm happy to be a part of the team and happy to have the leaders in place like we do. And we're just going to grow from here. And I'd like to thank everybody here and wish everyone a blessed evening. And we'll talk to you soon, brothers.
Amen. Yeah, and for those of you who do join the team, we have training, hands-on role play, and actual phone calls that we're doing on Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we usually go a couple hours. Hands-on training, and we're critiquing each other in love. We're not, you know, it's a process to learn how to make the phone calls and what to say. We use scripts, actual phone scripts that are just 30-second to a minute long, and once you learn them and can recite them, and eventually, through repetition, just become unconsciously competent. You can just rattle it off. Hey, what if I can honestly show you a new proven feeder system, one that would allow you to enroll 3 to 5 new people each and every week into your primary business without selling, explaining, or convincing? And then we would teach them the same duplicatable process. What would that do for your team growth, and what would that do for your income, Bob? You know, that type of thing just rolls off now because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to read it. But those of you who haven't, you know, done it as many times as I have, you gotta just, through repetition, get it, you know, from here to there, and then it'll just come out. And you can just come out of a dead sleep and say, what if I can honestly show you a new proven feeder system, one that would allow you to enroll? And, you know, it will come out eventually if you do it hundreds of times. And so people will be real interested in how to recruit people and how they want to become master recruiters too. And with this system, they can. So we'll teach them how to do that hands-on Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So, okay, I'm going to go close it down because I'm going to go get me some exercise. I'm going to go walking over down the river in Arkansas here in Little Rock, get me some exercise before the day is done. So,
amen, Brother Thom. You're going to throw a pole in the water and try to catch any dinner?
Yesterday, I lost a $4 topwater Rapala bait.
Wow.
And I lost 2 of them this week because I got them hung up in a tree.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go replace my artificial bait.
Wow, Brother Thom.
Trying to catch a bass, but I'm not a fisherman. I'm really not. But I enjoy it sometimes, just getting out. But
sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, sir, Brother Thom. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
I'll put the information about how to get in touch with us down below on this YouTube video, and I'll put my information. And of course, anybody who has invited you to this Google Hangout, I encourage you to get back with them to ask them questions about how you can join the Powerhouse Team. You're welcome to come join us. We'd love to have you. So, all right.
Hey, everybody, before you go, you see that projector in the background there? Right over there, that projector over there?
Where?
Right there, pointing to it. It's a projector right there. Right in the background. It's hooked up to a 100-foot screen right now. I'm watching you guys off a 100-foot screen.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to be doing some PowerPointing soon for our Powerhouse team and my other teams that can create more teams, will create teams.
You got it, John.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you another thing about, what I meant to say was, they're going to say, I forgot what I was going to say, something else.
There's that blue coming out.
Oh, you know what I wanted to tell you now? This is a very important thing about our company. Oh, yeah. This is not my mind's always spinning. This is one more thing I want to tell you guys. We got 159 personal development books in our organization. It's priceless. 159 personal development books. One of the books alone is worth $2,000 of the Think and Grow Rich, the original. And also an Skype software that you can reach out to people right at your fingertips, right at your own house, or in your truck, or anywhere you're at, where you can actually listen to it on an iPod. You want to listen to these personal development skills. And most millionaires, if you guys don't know, they at least read an hour a day, or you can, in today's world, you can actually set it to an audio and listen to it for an hour a day. And with the Skype software, $2,200 worth of Skype software, you have it for a lifetime. And hands-on training right here from, what do you guys got it, from 10 to 12 Eastern AM, and then you got Google Hangouts on Sunday night. If you don't come in now, you got to be crazy, because you really want to become an entrepreneur like we are and learn. This is the perfect time. This is hands-on training, plus all the others. You can't beat it. We brought in a person about a month ago. We dealt with Robert Kiyosaki's people and Al Nin. And Al Nin's $300 million earner. He actually turns millionaires into billionaires. Okay, that's the kind of training we're going to offer you in these Google Hangouts. So I wouldn't waste not another day or another hour, or another second. I would come in today. Now let me tell you something. When you come to see me or anybody on this team, we're going to have a little bit of talk. We're going to have a talk with you first, and we're going to see if you qualify for this team. And if you qualify for this team, then we will get in touch with you within 24 to 48 hours. Talk to you guys soon. See you on the other side. Beaches of the world, baby.
Right, right. And, you know,
Aloha.
the education part is just, do you
Aloha.
want to make money, and are you willing to do what it takes? And we know what it takes. It's just now, are you willing to do what it takes to make the money? And we'll help you. We'll hold your hand. We'll walk with you all the way in doing that. So, but yeah. Okay, listen, we'll see you next Sunday on the Google Hangout for Powerhouse Prospecting System team, and we'll talk with y'all then. And get in touch with us before then if you can. All right. God bless.
God bless you.
That's everybody, David.
All right, Brother Tom. Good night, John. God bless.